Hey, what's up everybody? Review Man here, and today I am here to review the next episode of South Park called Doubling Down. This episode involves really two things. Cartman and Heidi's relationship with Kyle stepping in, causing a love triangle. I can't believe I did that. And President Garison's approval ratings. First part of the story we're talking about is Cartman and Heidi. That they're kind of she's kind of questioning her relationship and everything. Then she's kind of questioning her relationship with Cartman, and she's like, why am I with him? And then Cartman calls up and he said, I can't be with you, babe. I cannot be with you, babe. I cannot do it. I can't do it. And then she said, well, if you try vegan with me, maybe we can get back together. And so they tried vegan. I got no problem with vegans, but Cartman does. That's Cartman, you know, if you've been paying attention the last few years, you know. But anyway, going on with the story, I'm trying vegan, but Cartman's like, hey, I got this new food called Beyond Food, and it's pretty much, he just wrote Beyond on a bunch of stuff saying, hey, that's just regular vegan food, but it's Beyond. That caused Heidi to get gain a little weight, and Cartman's making fun of her. And while that's going on, Kyle steps in saying he's not doing it for the relationship. He's just doing it to make fun of you. And then Heidi's like, yeah, I know, but I feel it in my heart that I should still be with him. I don't care what anybody else says. And so her and Kyle start talking and getting along, and so that's happening, and they're doing this. She's breaking up. She's spending more time with Kyle than Cartman, and Cartman's like, babe, I want you back, babe, I can't live without you, babe. And so her and Cartman break up, and then her and Kyle start doing their thing. And while that's going on, you got the president's approval ratings got the approval ratings, and he's like, I really don't remember much about this, but that was just like a small part of like a 5-minute part of the video of the episode was the approval ratings and there's also a special Member Berries cameo in this. He's like, you remember that? And then you see like his members up on his shit. I remember. And so Cartman dumps Heidi. Heidi dumps Cartman. And then she goes out with her friends, the girls of the school. And they're all like, well, I'm glad you came to your senses, girl. And welcome back to the land of the living. And then everybody's like making fun of Cartman, and then that gets Heidi to realize that I was just doing what I wanted to do, what was right in my heart, because I gotta follow my heart. And so she goes to this park, and her and Cartman are having this talk. Cartman says, "Let me tell you something," and then it cuts to this clip of Kyle. It cuts to this clip of Kyle getting his hair done and doing all this other stuff. Oh wait, never mind. He doesn't realize that. Let me back up a little bit. Cartman goes to Tolkien's house, and he's like, Tolkien, let me in. I broke up with my girl. My girlfriend broke up with me. And then he says, Tolkien's mom lets him in, and he says, I broke up with my girlfriend Heidi. And Tolkien's dad's like, Heidi Turner? I've seen her and Kyle holding hands the other day. And he's like, Kyle. And then that does like this whole y'all remember the elephant scene from Winnie the Pooh where it's like elephants and then they're all like in this dark room, and it shows like Kyle like this big old monster, and it's like Jew, and then it's like all these some Jew scenes and all this other stuff. And so what he does is he goes to then we go to the part I was just talking about where Heidi talks to Cartman, and Cartman's like, you know what, let me show you something, let me tell you something. And then it cuts to Kyle Cuts to Kyle. What is it? Kyle's doing his hair and everything, and then he puts his cap on, and then he hears this doorbell ring. It's Heidi, and she just pretty much calls Kyle no good dirty Jew. And then he looks out the window and he's like, "Did you just call me a no good dirty Jew?" Then he looks out the window and he sees Cartman walking off with Heidi. Cartman's like, break them up and get them two back together, which is what Heidi wanted. Kyle is what they wanted all along. And so, sorry, just woke up. So anyway, episode's going on. They're back together, and then you see and it goes one more clip back to the White House, and he's like, "Happy anniversary, Mr. President," because it's about a year after the president's been elected, which it hadn't even been that long yet for Trump being elected, but oh well. Anyway, he's like, "I have a feeling the next 4 years, or the next 3 years are going to be very different." And then he comes out behind the desk. With a big old dildo, with a big old strap on, and he's like, "Ha ha ha ha," and he starts laughing. And that's where the episode ends. So yeah, this episode was about Garison's approval ratings, and Paul Ryan. I think that's his name. Yeah, Paul Ryan telling the president about his approval ratings. Got a cool cameo by the member bears. And then Kyle, Cartman, and Heidi's love triangle. There you go. So yeah, anyway, that was about it, guys. Not a very good episode. Not the greatest of episodes. They've done worse, but not the greatest of episodes. So yeah, anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and I'm gonna see y'all guys in the next video.